How you like that? Looks good, huh?
Wow. What a difference. I was expecting kind of a rusty patina look. Looks like he caught it on fire before he delivered it to me. I didn't know whether to be happy or pissed at him.
Sometimes, our favorite shows hit the brakes hard, and poof, they're gone. Getting sucked into reality TV is breezy. 1 minute you're all in, rooting for the underdogs, gasping at the cliffhangers, and then bam, external chaos or a star bailing out pulls the plug. Take, for instance, Vegas rat rods. Remember the grime and glory of the WelderUp crew? They'd taken beaten up heaps and morphed them into street-prowling masterpieces, but now, zip, nada. No more revving engines or sparking torches on your screen. Why is there no Season 5? Well, it's a mystery wrapped in exhaust fumes, but not for long, because we're about to find out what happened to this show. Join us as we take you on a ride through the rise and fall of Vegas rat rods.
Wow. I don't want to give you this truck.
Dude, we don't have to wrestle over this one. I don't know. Dude, that is awesome.
Isn't it sweet looking?
Born and raised in the rugged Montana high plains, Steve Darnell had ranching in his blood. His days were spent managing cattle and tending to the land, a true testament to the hard-working spirit of his homeland. His early career revolved around a simple garage, a place where he welded and repaired the heavy-duty machinery and farm equipment that were essential to his fellow ranchers. However, it wasn't until 2008 that Steve ventured beyond the familiar world of tractors and plows. That year, on a whim, he decided to try his hand at building a rat rod for a local car show. Transforming a once ordinary vehicle into a spectacular piece of automotive art took everyone by surprise. The applause was loud, the admiration immense. His creation wasn't just a hit, it was a sensation. Quickly catching the eye of Hot Rod magazine, Steve's rat rod became a star overnight. This breakthrough moment represented the start of a pivotal shift in Steve's life. His newfound acclaim within the hot rod community wasn't just a personal victory, it was the realization of a dream, one bound to take him far beyond his wildest imagination. Steve Darnell's life was all about the rumble of engines and the scent of grease, not the glare of TV cameras. He didn't grow up thinking, hey, I'd be a famous reality TV star someday. All he wanted to do was work on machines. When Steve started WelderUp, it wasn't just a business, it was a childhood vision brought to life. A place where he could turn wrenches and breathe life into the machines that came from the rugged landscapes he knew so well. Nothing more. Then, out of the blue, a Canadian production company dropped by. They had an idea, a TV show for Discovery Channel Canada. At first, Steve was skeptical. He was a mechanic, not a star, but somehow they convinced him to jump in. The show stumbled out of the gate, ratings barely making a blip. Yet slowly, as engines roared to life under his hands and sparks flew from his welds, people began to watch. With each passing episode, more viewers tuned in, drawn by the authenticity and grit of Steve and his crew. Before long, Steve's fortune shifted dramatically. The little show started pulling in significant numbers, expanding from Canada to captivate audiences on the US TV network. 4 seasons later, Steve Darnell and WelderUp were not just surviving, they were thriving in the spotlight they never sought but fully embraced. When Vegas rat rods first launched on Canadian airwaves, there was a clear need to strike a chord with local viewers. Discovery Channel, understanding the importance of local flavor, decided that featuring Canadian characters on the show would help connect with audiences in a meaningful way. This strategic move gave the show a distinct Canadian identity, making it relatable and engaging for viewers across the country. As the show's popularity surged, it wasn't long before it crossed borders and caught the attention of audiences in the United States. Amidst its growing fan base, Vegas rat rods welcomed Cheyenne Ruther, Grant Schwartz, and Twiggy Talents into the fold. These newcomers weren't just additions to the cast, they were integral to the show's expanding narrative, bringing fresh perspectives and skills to the WelderUp garage. Fame has a way of turning heads and drawing crowds. In reality TV, that magnetic pull is a golden ticket. As the crew carved out their niche, turning rust buckets into roadworthy art, they rose to worldwide acclaim. But the big question is, what exactly was his crew up to? Why were they so famous in Vegas? What they did was to build rat rods. These unique creations, looking like something straight out of Mad Max, are crafted from vintage car parts salvaged from junkyards, farm fields, and swap meets. Originally from the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, with some gems dating back even further, rat rods became the essential focus for Steve and his team. WelderUp boasts artisans and welders who are revered as the Picassos of the automotive world. From shotgun gear shifts to mason jar taillights and even death row electric chair car seats paired with horseshoe gas pedals, each rat rod crafted by Steve and his team was a unique blend of discarded treasures, cutting-edge performance parts, and boundless imagination. One of Steve's standout projects was fitting a 5.9-liter Cummins diesel engine from a Dodge pickup truck into a 1933 Dodge sedan, resulting in a twin turbocharged rod that turned heads at car shows and graced the pages of Hot Rod magazine. But perhaps his most cherished creation is the Destroyer, a tribute to his grandfather's service in World War II. With a monstrous 1,200 horsepower Cummins diesel engine boasting 130 pounds of boost and 4 bottles of nitrous for an extra kick, the Destroyer commands respect on and off the road. The cars birthed from the hands of the crew at WelderUp aren't just vehicles, they're masterpieces valued in the 6 and 7 figures, so you can bet they made lots of money. As the visionary behind WelderUp, Steve Darnell traded in his rancher hat for a welder's mask, betting everything on the business of renovating old cars. Twiggy, Toronto's tattooed wonder kid, swapped city life for the art of automotive craftsmanship. Intrigued by rat rods, she enrolled in an automotive technology class and landed an apprenticeship at WelderUp, where she honed her skills under Steve's guidance. Her journey didn't go unnoticed, as she soon found herself featured on Vegas rat rods. Then you have Barber Dave, a native of Las Vegas and Darnell's cousin, brought his unique brand of crazy to the team. Originally from Parachute, Connecticut, Cal now calls St. George, Utah home and is a master of chassis and sheet metal fabrication. The crew also features Steve's sons, Chase and Cash, also joined the WelderUp team, excelling at welding and crafting custom rat rods under their father's guidance. Steve is aware that auto mechanical work is tough on the body and hopes that someday his sons will eventually take over the shop. With their dedication and talent, perhaps one day, Chase and Cash will have their own show, continuing the family legacy. After Season 4 aired in 2018, 15 months passed before Discovery Channel announced that the new season would come on air in 2020. Then, the world went into lockdown, and somehow that dream never came to pass. Vegas Rat Rods had promised to be a reality show fueled by automotive passion. Since its debut on the Discovery Channel in 2014, the show has struggled to meet the excitement among true auto enthusiasts. While the concept of crafting hardcore hot rods from junkyard relics sounded thrilling, the execution fell short, leaving viewers feeling more like they missed the mark. Vegas Rat Rods ran for 4 successful seasons until it got taken off the air. The show was just getting in stride and was not plagued by scandals like many other shows of its kind. However, the main problem stems from the fact that before Discovery Channel proposed a reality TV show, WelderUp was already a successful garage. When Steve Darnell agreed to the deal, many crew members were unprepared for the changes it brought. Discovery Channel's focus was on filming a set number of episodes rather than the cars themselves, which proved challenging for some members of the crew. Another challenge was Discovery Channel's rule requiring a Canadian cast member for funding purposes. This led to frequent adjustments with new crew members, impacting WelderUp's daily operations. The most significant blow came with the exit of Cheyenne Ruther. She replaced Twiggy Talon in the 3rd season but left before the 4th. Cheyenne, the only female Canadian on the team, was popular with fans for her expertise and background in auto restoration. Her departure, coupled with the gender bias she faced, was a disappointment to many. After Cheyenne left, Vegas Rat Rod saw a decline in ratings, and plans for a 5th season were put on hold in 2020. Despite the show's end, Steve Darnell continues to run WelderUp, creating unique custom cars that have been featured in leading auto magazines. His intricate designs and attention to detail come with a hefty price tag, reflecting the artistry and effort involved in each build.